After the concert lights dimmed and the cheers faded, Chris hit them with that question. Not about music, not about work, but about Demon Slayer and more importantly who they were going to watch it with. Gawin? He giggled. He dodged. He passed the mic. But his smile, that said everything. Could it be a secret movie date? In Tokyo, with Joss? Let's break it down. Right after the concert, Chris dropped the bomb. Chris, so one last thing. After everything's done, who are you going to watch Demon Slayer with? And Gawin? He laughed that shy, guilty kind of laugh, then he replied, Gawin, hey let's just wait and see. Go ahead and ask the other person now. Bro, turns to Joss with a grin just like that question dodged, but not before giving us all a reason to suspect something cute, something a little movie date-ish. So let's talk about that reaction. Why was Gawin so shy about such a simple question? It's just a movie, right? But that giggle, that eye contact with Joss, and the way he quickly deflected the question. Yeah, that wasn't just nervous laughter. That was the I've got a secret kind of laugh, because if it really was just a movie, why not just say who you're watching it with, unless it wasn't about the movie at all? Let's be real, if they didn't go to see Demon Slayer, what did they go to see? Or maybe the better question is who did they go to see it with? Because when Gawin said, let's wait and see, and looked right at Joss, that wasn't a coincidence. That was a signal. And fans, we see everything, even the things they're trying not to say out loud. Tokyo wasn't just about concerts and fan meetings, because somewhere between the bright lights, the busy streets, and the quiet moments in between there might have been a little movie date happening. No announcements, no selfies, no tickets shown. Sometimes, it's not about what they say. It's about what they don't say. Gawin didn't name anyone, but he didn't have to. The smile gave it away. The glance at Joss sealed it, and in Tokyo of all places, what are the chances they both had free time? And let's not forget, this isn't just any duo. This is Joss and Gawin. The way they tease each other, the way they look at each other, and the way they never quite deny anything. It's classic jossgawin. So maybe they didn't post a photo. Maybe they didn't tell us where they went. But if you listen close, if you watch how Gawin reacted, and how Joss stayed smiling the whole time, you'll start to see the truth. It wasn't just a movie. It was a moment, just the two of them. Maybe we'll never get a confirmation. No ticket stubs. No tagged location. No movie night caption on Instagram. But for jossgawin fans, that little moment with Chris was more than enough. The shy laugh, the dodged question, the unspoken look between them. Sometimes, the real love stories aren't posted online. They're hidden in the smiles, the silences, and the way one person waits for the other to answer first. So did Tokyo turn into a secret movie date? Well, we'll let you decide. But our hearts, yeah, they've already picked their favorite plot twist. Think about it, actors. One city. One movie, no cameras. No managers. Just one quiet evening in Tokyo away from the spotlight. Sometimes the most unforgettable me's aren't on stage, they're in a dark theater, with popcorn between them, and soft smiles no one else gets to see. Joss and Gawin don't need to confirm it, because the moment Gawin looked at Joss and said, ask the other person, that already was the answer. And honestly, maybe that's what makes it so special. Not everything has to be shared. Not every moment needs a post or a tag, because when it comes to Joss and Gawin, It's the unsaid things that speak the loudest. A look, a laugh, a question left hanging in the air. And sometimes, that's all it takes to make fans believe that somewhere in Tokyo, under the city lights, two people shared a quiet little moment that meant more than any big announcement ever could. So was it a movie night, or was it a memory they'll keep just for themselves? Either way, we felt it. In the end, they didn't need to show us a movie ticket or post a selfie from the theater, because that tiny moment going blushing, passing the question to Joss, and laughing like he knew something we didn't, it told us everything we needed to know. Sometimes love stories aren't loud. Sometimes they're whispered between lines, shared in glances, and hidden in Tokyo nights. So whether it was Demon Slayer or something else, and you rely on things for sure, we weren't just watching a movie moment. We were watching jossgawin in their very own storyline. And maybe that's why fans hold on to these little moments, because jossgawin, they're not always loud. They're not always obvious. But when the camera pans away, that's when the real story seems to begin. In a crowded city like Tokyo, surrounded by noise, they somehow still managed to create a quiet space for just the two of them. A space where one smile meant everything, where a dodged question felt more honest than a full answer. So here's what we know. They were both in Tokyo. There was a movie out. And when asked who he was going with, Gawin laughed, blushed, and looked at Joss. That's not just coincidence. That's connection. That's chemistry. And maybe, just maybe, that's love, the kind they don't say out loud, but can't quite hide either. And the best part, they didn't try to explain it. They didn't overshare. They just let the moment be. No pressure, no labels. Just one question, one look, and one soft laugh that said more than words ever could. It's the kind of moment that makes fans pause, rewind, and smile, because deep down, we know something happened that night in Tokyo, and even if they never tell us what it was, that's okay, because sometimes the sweetest parts of a love story are the ones we only almost get to see. Maybe they didn't confirm it. Maybe they never will. But sometimes the most beautiful moments are the ones they keep just for themselves, and for us, all it took was one question, one shy smile, and one glance between Joss and Gawin. To feel something deeper. No need for big words. No need for labels, because in that one moment he already gave us all the answer we were looking for.